So I kind of promised myself a couple of months ago when I had heard another delay had befallen the the game South Park, the fractured butthole, and I was like, I don't remember if I made a video about it. I don't remember if I talked about it to you as the viewer. I don't remember if I posted a video, but I do remember kind of mentally promising myself that I wouldn't really play or talk about the game. I wouldn't talk about the game until I had my hands-on impression with the game itself, because I personally thought that it was weird that I think it was like around March or April or May when the game was delayed to such a degree where it was released that it was going to be delayed until really April, I think, of this year, to about like March of this year to April of next year. Like it was March of 2017 to April of 2018. So that personally didn't sit well with me as a consumer, and with a publisher developer like Ubisoft, I felt like it wasn't necessarily in my best interest to talk about South Park: The Fractured Butthole. Even though I love the game, I love South Park. I've watched almost all of the episodes, maybe besides the first couple of seasons. I've watched almost all of the seasons, like, over and over and over again. I love South Park. I loved South Park: The Stick of Truth so much that I bought it at GameStop before the game was released. I bought it for my PS3 when I already had, when I had already decided that I was going to get South Park: The Fractured Butthole. And if you don't know, if you buy The Fractured Butthole, you get The Stick of Truth for free on your PS4 and I think your Xbox One. I don't know about PC. I would hopefully assume so, but we'll see. But my point is that I'm a huge South Park fan, and it really pained me to see kind of not necessarily the state of the game, because when I saw the game at E3, I was blown away by it. I was somehow surprised at how it had transformed, and how when I was seeing the game, all of my doubts, all of really the problems that I had with the game and the development process has kind of gone away. But it's still, for me, it's still kind of like the same situation in the sense where I'm still really, really hesitant to talk about the game, because the game, to me, until I play it, because this game has been delayed so many times. I think it was delayed last year to March of this year, and then in April it was, March, it was delayed again to April of this year or March of this year to April of next year. So this game has, and I think it was even delayed again in like 2014. So there's been so many delays with the games for me, that I thought that there was some type of clash between Trey Parker and Matt Stone when it came to the development of the game. Maybe some of the material that they had was a little bit too edgy. Maybe some of the things that they were doing pissed off the wrong people. Maybe Ubisoft saw the game as too controversial because they're trying to legitimize their business. They're trying to legitimize Ubisoft in an effort to drive up their stock prices, in an effort to make more investors invest in their company more, etc., etc. And I had so much reservations about the game after it was delayed a third time that I just couldn't openly come out and say I love this game. I couldn't talk about the game, and I felt that there was so much more. And now that the kind of the wait is over, and I probably would have released a video talking about this probably around the same time that the game was released, but luckily Michael commented on the Nintendo Switch video saying that I should upload and I should do another video on the South Park, the Fractured Butthole, and I was gonna probably do one of these videos when it came out. But I mean, that's just what I've been thinking about with the Fractured Butthole. I don't necessarily know if that's everybody's feeling and opinion on the Fractured Butthole, but that's definitely mine right now. That it's just, until I actually get my hands on it, I can't really talk about it because I don't necessarily know if it will be delayed again. Because if you remember like it was delayed almost, it wasn't delayed, so to speak. It had a March release date, and it was like early March when I kind of got this feeling that it would be delayed because there was still no release date. And I was thinking to myself, and I think it was the video that I made when I was talking about how it would already have gotten gold, and how the mass production and how the mass distribution of it would have already started way before that. And it just seemed weird to me that the game wouldn't necessarily already, have the mass distribution and mass production already. And it's just, I've been burned specifically by this game so many times when it comes to the development process of it, that I'm just gonna hold out from talking about it until then. I'm sorry if that's not necessarily what you want, but it's just so annoying to talk about something and be so excited for it, and for it to not show up. And or if I hype myself up for it, if I think that it's going to be better than the Stick of Truth and it's not, which I don't think it will be, I'll be even more disappointed. So I do apologize for not talking about the game really for months on end. It's just, I don't want to be burned by the game.